Imagine your third year into real estate, you hear that a possible piece of legislation will take your commissions away. So I was a military wife, quite a few moves. I mean, we moved here twice. It's really hard to establish a career when you are a military wife because, you are moving and then you're packing up and you're moving again. I was still a fitness instructor, transferred here, and it was easy, had little kids, you can schedule your time around, but then I was helping our friends find houses. And I knew that I wanted something more. I just didn't know what that was. When my ex suggested, that I go back to school for my real estate license, I never even thought about that. I just enjoyed looking at houses with my friends, trying to find something for them and get into it more. It's just something just spoke to me, and I knew that this is where I was meant to be. When you are a mother of young children and your husband is military, he's gone a lot, and during that time 9/11 happened. So you had to have that flexibility. And I just don't know what other career was able to allow me to be there in the morning, get my kids ready for school, go to all their school events. I mean, they're elementary school, there's a lot going on. Normally, realtors do not go into the real estate world thinking that they want to do property management. And Daniel Muldoon, we took a class together and I was asking a lot of property management questions. And, the instructor was like, you don't want to do property management. Well, during break, Daniel does property management, big property manager here in the Springs. And he invited me down to the association. Hey, did you know about, community relations and stuff like that? So I went to community relations, and then that led to RealTAC, and then that led to public policy. I believe in this role as president, I need to be present, right? So that means that I'm at every committee meeting. That means I'm involved, at every function. I'm going around and I'm greeting everybody and saying hi to everybody because you never know. That might be the next person that you're tapping on the shoulder. And I think it's important that they hear from us, especially you just don't know when that could be a new realtor's very first event. And, they go to that event and nobody talks to them. So I feel like as a leader, that's supposed to be my place to go and, welcome them. So that is why I'm at everything. And that's why I'm like a little social butterfly, flying around, saying hello to everybody. But the drive of getting into this business was, give me a second. We have military that they give their career. They give 20 plus years of their life to the military. And sorry, let me get this under control. Okay. Families, took back seat. We're back home, dealing with everything and raising the children. But we don't realize how hard it is on them. So when I got into real estate, it was basically, he encouraged it, but it was also so when he retired, he didn't have to go back to work. They retire, and so they do 20 plus years, they retire, and then what do they have to do? They have to go back into another career because you can't live off your retirement alone. And I didn't want that for him. I wanted to be able to, where he gave us the opportunity to have a good life. So now I wanted to be able to get him, opportunity to have a good